let's just have a quick look at our skills, because I know we've gone up a level, so we've got a skill point to use, which is great. I'm thinking maybe something in the way of the social. We really didn't do too well in that area, so let's see if we can find something that could help maybe. So persuasion. In the settled systems, the nuanced ability to listen and discuss can often accomplish far more than simply shooting first and ask questions later. Unlock 10% increased chance of success when persuading someone. I mean, it might help, to be honest. I think we'll go for it. So rank 1, 10% increased chance of success when persuading someone. Yeah. Okay, rank 2, 20% increase. Okay, let's go with that. Let's go with that. Right, let's go for it.
Captain Caleb, everyone will be in the library, just inside. If Barrett were here, he'd probably tell you that you're part of something bigger now, and he hopes you'll make this place your home.
What if we walked into here, Vasco? 221B Baker Street. Is there a creek in the woods somewhere? Cool. What's this? Some sort of sculpture. Any reading material? There's a lot on there, but it doesn't look like we can read any of the books. Is this a lift? Requires a key. Okay. Any of these pictures? That's supposed to be one of Earth's astronauts. More locked doors. Okay. Let's head in. Wow. Awesome.
We appear to have a visitor.
Hello.
Welcome to Constellation. We have a lot to talk about. Would you care to tell us what happened to our friend? Why you're here and he isn't?
Pirates attacked. Barrett asked me to live with the artifact.
I see. Vasco, verify.
All statements made have been factual.
This is just typical. Barrett hands over our ship and our robot to some random employee of that discount mining outfit he uses.
Walter.
And if we hadn't insisted on installing those emergency protocols, I guarantee you this rock breaker here would be halfway to Neon.
But that didn't happen. He's here with the artifact.
Thank you, Matteo. Now, let's focus on what's in front of us, shall we? What happened when it was extracted? Did anyone see anything? Hear anything?
It was bright lights and music.
Interesting. Similar to Barrett's description of the experience, with less embellishment.
There. Are you hearing this? Do you all believe me now?
Whether it happened or not wasn't in doubt. But honestly, Godfrey, you expect us to believe in fairy tales?
If this is the greatest mystery in the universe, why couldn't it be part of the ultimate mystery?
But, gentlemen, can we please focus? Noel, I think it's time we tested your theory.
Right. Let's see. We know the artifacts react to each other. The pieces we already have move when they're in close contact. Now, if we add this new one to the two we already have...
The artifact. If you could place it on the table here.
I am not so sure about this, guys. I mean, I've not really done any research on it. There's a lot of books in here. It could take a while. You sure? Okay.
That's it. Just like the others.
And to imagine, we thought there were only 2 of them at first.
Oh my god, that's it. They're reacting. Look at how it's coming together. That energy that's arcing between them, no manufactured material in the settled systems can do that. None of them. This proves that...
Easy, girl. Breathe. You'll have a heart attack.
She's not the only one. If they're coming together, that means there's a set.
Built by an intelligence outside the settled systems.
Still 2,000 credits for our little wager, Godric?
You're on, Walter.
Well, if we had all the answers, it wouldn't be exciting. Now, would it?
Not to take away from the moment, but what are we going to do about our new friend here?
Please don't kill me.
So, are you ready to get to work? See if exploration is the life you want to lead in this little universe of ours?
You want me in Constellation? What does that mean? What's expected?
We're all here because we're committed to exploring space. Humanity may have settled the stars, but that doesn't mean we should stop diving into the unknown. Beyond that, you'll be expected to use your own judgment, just like the rest of us.
How much do you know about the artifacts? What are they?
Individually, they're just odd hunks of metal, another oddity from the uncharted reaches of space. As to what they are, what they're building, well, you'll be part of solving that puzzle now.
This is all a little much. I need some time to clear my head.
Fair enough, but you need a place to stay in the city, right? Why don't you settle in here? We owe you that much. Come find me when you're ready. And here, I think you've earned something for bringing the artifact to us. In addition to credits, why don't we set you up with a backpack with some boost capability? You'll need it out in the field anyway. Just mind your head.
Awesome. Cool.
I trust you're still satisfied with your choice to join Constellation, Noel?
It's a dream come true, Sarah. You know that.
You've been an invaluable asset to the group, Noel. Just wanted to make sure you didn't regret it.
There are days that are tough, sure. But if I weren't here, I wouldn't even know about all the incredible things we're discovering. It's been quieter around here ever since Vladimir went to live on the Eye full-time. That was intense, wasn't it? The artifacts, I mean. Sorry, this must all be a little overwhelming for you right now. I guess a lot overwhelming, now that I think about it. I'm Noelle. It's really nice to meet you. And thank you for bringing the artifact to us.
Sarah said something about a place for me to stay.
Planning on sticking around then? Good. I think we can find a spot for you. And along the way, I can give you the very abbreviated tour. Right. So you've seen the library, obviously. Walter's quite proud of the collection, but Mateo has made more than a few contributions. Gardens are out the doors there, if you need a moment of quiet contemplation. Emphasis on the quiet part, at least usually. Let's head upstairs.
Okay.
Sebastian Banks, Constellation's founder, had this place built decades ago. It was a big to-do at the time, but most people in the city have forgotten we're here.
I really like your place. Oh, wow. Nice.
Hello there, Vasco.
Greetings, Walter Stroud. How may I assist you?
Oh, no, I don't need anything. Just, checking in, seeing how you're doing.
At present, all systems are functioning well.
Nice. Have we got any chunks?
So this is the bar. Usually no tender, so help yourself. Within reason, of course. Now let's see about that room. You're in luck. We were almost at max occupancy already, but there's still one room up for grabs. It's been nice having the place so full.
Wow, this place is huge. Oh, it's a model ship.
Okay, this'll be you. Common room on one side,
Sorry.
so that'll be quiet, and Mateo on the other side, so maybe a little less quiet. I'm sure Sarah has something planned for each of us, so I'd better get back to it. Don't want to keep her waiting too long. Enjoy.
Thank you. Oh, wow, nice. A lot of alcohol. Place to store things, kind of cool. Chronomark watch case. Oh, let's try this chair out. Ah, nice. Nice. It's very rustic. Not sure about this bed. It doesn't look overly comfortable, but looks can be deceiving, I guess.
Yeah, what is it?
Constellation guide. Permanently reduces fall damage by 5%. Let's have a quick look at that. Okay, so we can't look at it in the way. Oh. Okay, that's kind of cool. What about the watch case? Can we open it? Unlatch? No? Okay. Nice place to put my watch. Okay, Noel.
Ever since I got here, this has felt like home. These people are family. I hope it feels that way for you too. I know everyone's excited by the artifacts, but we need to be as objective as possible and be aware of possible negative effects.
The vision I saw, what do you think that was?
Oh, right, that. If we're approaching this rationally, I suppose we'd call them visual and auditory hallucinations. What you perceived as lights and music could be overloaded neural input, your brain's attempt to make sense of something, an energy surge, some other phenomenon.
Yeah, I understand. Whatever I saw and heard, it wasn't coming from me.
Unfortunately, that's what a lot of people report in these situations. I'm not saying you didn't really see anything, just that it's really hard to determine after the fact. That's okay. Now that this has happened to both you and Barrett, we can know to maybe expect it in the future. Be a little more prepared. We're all in this together now, right?
I know what I saw, Missy. How long have you been working on all this?
Well, Constellation's been around forever, more than 50 years now. But we only became aware of the artifacts recently. Barrett discovered the first one about 2 years ago, right under our noses. And he was the one who got this all in motion. It's a shame he isn't here to see this.
I was wondering about other types of exploration work besides the artifacts.
Of course. There's plenty of planets out there that no one has ever set foot on, and everything we learn about them is valuable. We have a board where we post anything specific we're looking for. A type of alien flora or fauna, or a planet with a specific quality, like if it's primed to have life but doesn't yet.
Okay, thank you. You seem to know a lot about these artifacts.
Oh gosh, no, I mean that's flattering, but really, we're making this up as we go. Until you arrived, we only had the two, and the vaguest sense that there was something more at work. There's still so much we don't know, and that means a lot of work ahead of us.
Okay,
Stay safe, okay?
will do. Hi guys.
Sarah's the best possible person to be running Constellation at a time like this. Focused, no nonsense, and dedicated.
When's the last time?
Well, I suppose calling you a rock breaker may have been a bit out of line.
What?
I've been
I
called
just
worse.
don't know.
Still doesn't excuse it.
Up there.
My frustrations lie more with Barrett. Not the first time his shenanigans have jeopardized one of our ventures. Not fair of me to take it out on you, especially since it would seem he made the right call this time. So, let's start over, shall we? Walter Stroud, CEO of Stroud Eklund, member of Constellation, and oft-times grumpy old man. Welcome aboard.
I hope the drinks are at least free.
Yes, well, a stocked bar is a treat I think Constellation can afford. For now. But if you clean us out, you're on your own. By the way, in addition to a place to stay, the Lodge has a wealth of modification and research equipment. Spacesuit customization, pharmaceutical manufacturing, testing alien substances, the whole thing. You can even fashion industrial pieces for large-scale projects, if you don't mind extracting a few raw resources from a nearby planet, that is. I'm a fan of self-reliance, so I encourage you to make use of the tools we have to build what you need.
I recognize your voice. Were you Quark in Deep Space Nine? This isn't where I'd expect to find a CEO.
Funny thing about companies, you build one sturdy enough, it doesn't need you there all the time to prop it up. Stroud Eklund functions quite well on a day-to-day basis, leaving me time to devote to more esoteric pursuits. For years, I was captivated by the writings of Constellation's founder, Sebastian Banks. I finally decided to do something more than admire from a distance, and so now I call the Lodge home, as much as anywhere else.
It is a lovely place. What's your role in Constellation?
Me? Why, I'm the wallet. Someone has to fund all this, and all my success in business doesn't mean much if I can't put it to good use.
True.
I don't pretend to have the daring of Ms. Morgan, or the smarts of young Mateo, but I can make sure that they have the resources they need. And, as you've now seen, those resources aren't being wasted. We're onto something big here.
Do you think the vision I had means anything?
Up until very recently, I'd likely have dismissed it as, I don't know, hallucinations. But now, I'm not sure what to think.
Yeah.
I don't suppose you have a history of this sort of thing, do you?
I've never seen anything like that in my life.
Yes, I imagined as much. Barrett expressed something similar, in his own unique way. I'm no scientist. I leave that to the likes of Barrett and young Noel there. But I think we can all agree there's something unusual going on here. Frankly, this is the most exciting thing that's happened in years.
I suppose it's like art. Like, the mind will create something that means something to one. What kind of company is Stroud Eklund?
We're most well known for ship manufacture. No expense spared. If you want the best and can afford it, you choose Stroud Eklund. Unfortunately, Our success means you'll sometimes see Stroud-Eklund ship modules on less than reputable vessels. They covet them. The bastards. I've tried to convince the United Colonies we can help in that regard, but they're married to Deimos Star Yards, and those old salts are stuck in the glory days.
Ah,
Until next time.
thank you. Ah, sorry, Mateo.
Ask
Do you
if
mind
you've got
putting your
questions.
signature on some
Speak up if you have
documents?
ideas.
Money-related cards.
We're all here for the
It's
same
almost
reason.
as if you think I'm made of credits.
Are you doing
Is it
okay?
this time?
I'm not sure anyone really asked yet. Don't want you to think we're focused on the artifacts and nothing else. You matter too. You've done something really significant bringing that artifact here. I'm Mateo, theological scholar by trade, but now, well, an explorer like you. It's really good to have you with us.
Thank you. What brought you to Constellation?
Well, there was some overlap in interests. I'd spent years searching for religious relics from human history. I had made a really incredible discovery, only to lose it to a greedy corporation. So I tried to steal it back. In the process, I met Walter. Turned out he owned the corporation. After a long talk, we realized we had a lot in common, and I was invited to join Constellation.
You certainly are a friendly group. What do you make of the vision I saw?
I'm not gonna lie, I really wish I could have seen this for myself. It's hard to judge otherwise. Both you and Barrett saw something. I don't think that's a coincidence. Did it feel like it was trying to tell you something? I don't want to necessarily use the words divine revelation, but, you know, if the label fits.
If it meant something, I didn't understand it.
Okay, that's all right. Maybe you weren't supposed to. Maybe it'll make sense later. We're gonna get to the bottom of this. We just need more data, which means more artifacts.
These artifacts all came out of caves?
Second one was on Kazal, buried, the same as the one you found. But the first one, right under our noses for years, sitting in storage, masquerading as an oversized paperweight. Can you imagine potentially the greatest discovery in human history collecting dust?
So did you hire the Argos extractors to do this? Because I think Lynn mentioned something about Kazal with her and Barrett.
Take care of yourself.
The plot
Curious
thickens.
feeling, knowing that you've seen something that no one else has. That you know something no one else does.
Yeah, but it's just a garbled message. Don't really understand it as of yet. I really like this place. I really do.
Can I help?
Of course you can, Sarah.
So, are you ready to get to work? Or was there something else?
I'm ready. Although, how well known is Constellation?
I don't know what you've heard, but I can imagine. First of all, I think you can dismiss any stories about us no longer existing.
Yeah.
I don't believe in smearing our name everywhere we can. Exploring the universe, charting the unknown, that's what counts. Besides, having a little mystery gives us room to maneuver. A fixed reputation could fence us in a lot of ways.
What do you know about the artifacts?
Not much, but you've seen them for yourself. It doesn't take a lot to realize we're dealing with something extraordinary. Just what that is, we'll have to figure out. It's what we do.
What is Constellation then? What do you do?
We're explorers. Humanity has always hunted for knowledge in the unknown. We just take that a little more seriously than others. We were founded decades ago by a man named Sebastian Banks. He wanted a small group of people from all corners of the settled systems dedicated to the biggest question of all. What's out there? These artifacts could be everything we've been looking for. Another great secret the universe is asking us to unravel.
Well, Sarah, to get anywhere, to get to another place, another location, we must travel. And it would all depend on the vessel we're traveling in. I'm ready.
We're going to be doing some old-fashioned detective work. The artifacts are relatively inert once they're out of bedrock. That means people can pass them around, not even knowing what they are. I've been letting my contacts know to be on the lookout for strange metal objects. Get back a lot of noise, usually, but a tip from the UC Vanguard sounds promising.
Other people have artifacts? Is this like the meteor rock in Tomb Raider 3?
We have to assume that we're not the only ones to have stumbled into this mystery. But most people aren't going into space looking for the unknown. They're looking for places to settle, resources to extract, territory to defend. An odd-looking rock or a single strange hunk of metal wouldn't mean much to them. That's why Constellation exists, in a way, to put pieces like this together.
The UC Vanguard.
A volunteer force that helps defend the edges of United Colonies space. They're always looking for recruits. Lots of retired veterans and dangerous professionals mixed in with part-timers who barely have a laser cannon welded to a hull. My contact is in the recruiting office, so he hears a lot about what the volunteers are up to.
Yeah, they did say if they needed, if I could join them, if I wanted to join them. Well, to be honest, legwork never pays off quite the way you expect.
You've done this before, eh? Wise words. We watch each other's backs. We'll be fine. But it's not just that. I want to take this opportunity to see how you handle yourself, and for you to learn more about us. I'm going to be sticking with you for this. We'll be traveling together until we either find an artifact or this lead runs dry.
Okay. I got it. So, you and me until we get that artifact.
We'll need to head to Mast. Check in with the Vanguard recruiting office where my contact works. And listen, whatever you were before or whatever you do once you're out there, I don't care. So long as you don't bring UC security to our doorstep. Every member of Constellation is their own conscience. Understood?
Yeah. No, I get what you mean, yeah. Okay, yeah, I understand.
Good. Let's take a little stroll through New Atlantis, shall we?
Okay.
We've always considered ourselves explorers, but this really is uncharted territory, isn't it?
I am at your service, Captain.